The Steam Deck has revolutionized portable gaming, offering players the ability to enjoy high-quality PC games on a handheld device. This powerful console brings a new level of versatility and performance, capable of running some of the most graphically demanding games with ease. In this exploration, we delve into the top 30 graphically superior verified games on the Steam Deck. These titles not only highlight the true power of this remarkable handheld, but also provide an immersive gaming experience that rivals traditional consoles and PCs. From stunning open-world adventures to intense action-packed shooters, these games showcase the Steam Deck's capabilities, making it a must-have device for gaming enthusiasts. Let's get into this episode and explore the games that truly define what the Steam Deck can do. Cyberpunk 2077. Let's start with Cyberpunk 2077, which is an action RPG set in the sprawling dystopian metropolis of Night City. You play as V, a mercenary entangled in a life-or-death struggle after a heist gone wrong, leaves you with a cybernetic biochip housing the engram of rockstar terrorist Johnny Silverhand. As Johnny's personality starts overwriting V's, you must navigate the city's treacherous underworld to survive. The game offers a rich, immersive experience with a highly customizable character, deep storylines, and a mix of combat, hacking, and dialogue choices that affect the outcome of your journey. Playing Cyberpunk 2077 on the Steam Deck is surprisingly smooth, especially given its demanding nature. To optimize performance, set the game to low or medium settings and enable FSR 2.0 for quality enhancement. This setup helps maintain a steady 30 to 40 FPS, making the gameplay experience enjoyable even during intense open-world action scenes. Adjusting the TDP to 9 and tweaking resolution to 1152 by 720 further stabilizes the frame rate and reduces battery drain. While the game looks stunning, you might notice occasional slowdowns during explosive sequences or in heavily populated areas, but these are minor and don't impact overall playability. The Steam Deck's Quick Suspend and Resume feature is incredibly handy, allowing you to jump back into Night City instantly. For a more stable experience, avoid max settings as they significantly affect performance and battery life.
Where's our money?
Do you have my bag?
Always, Dutch.
Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 puts you in the rugged boots of Arthur Morgan, an outlaw in the Von der Linde gang during the tail end of the Wild West era in 1899. The game is packed with thrilling shootouts, daring heists, and countless side quests that make the world feel incredibly alive. Every interaction from hunting and fishing to chatting with diverse characters shapes Arthur's journey and impacts the world around him, making your choices feel meaningful. Playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Steam Deck is nothing short of spectacular. This game runs smoothly at around 30 FPS on medium settings, showing off the Steam Deck's impressive capabilities. The graphics are stunning with crisp textures and realistic lighting that really bring the game's world to life, even on a smaller screen. The Steam Deck's controls are a perfect fit for the game, with responsive inputs and handy gyroscopic aiming for those tricky shots. While the game is quite demanding on the battery, resulting in shorter play sessions, it's a small price to pay for such a rich, portable experience. To get the best performance, keep the settings on medium and consider dialing back the shadows and foliage density a bit. All in all, Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Steam Deck not only runs well, but also showcases the handheld's power to deliver a true console-quality experience wherever you are.
Every corridor, every portrait, every stone in this castle tells the story. Witches and wizards.
Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy transports players to the iconic wizarding world, where they can attend classes, brew potions, and duel in magical combat. The open-world exploration paired with the immersive Hogwarts setting offers a captivating gameplay experience. The adventure is brimming with spells, creatures, and secrets that keep the plot engaging and the gameplay varied. However, while the game's design and story are a fitting tribute to the Harry Potter universe, its performance on the Steam Deck raises some eyebrows, especially given its recent accolade as the best game on Steam Deck. Graphically, Hogwarts Legacy demands a lot from the handheld device. To run smoothly, it requires some significant compromises in settings, often not surpassing 30 FPS, which impacts the fluidity of the gameplay. On the Steam Deck, players might face challenges with visual quality and responsiveness, leading to a less than optimal portable gaming experience. Despite these limitations, the game's adaptation to the Steam Deck does showcase some of the device's capabilities. It handles the game at a playable frame rate, albeit with lowered settings, demonstrating the deck's potential to run AAA titles with some adjustments. However, compared to other games like Dredge or Bertato, which not only run smoother at 60 FPS, but also manage battery efficiency better, Hogwarts Legacy doesn't fully exemplify the peak performance of the Steam Deck. In terms of recommended settings for the best experience, players should consider tuning down some demanding options like shadow details and texture fidelity to achieve more stable gameplay. Utilizing these adjustments can help mitigate some of the performance drops experienced in densely populated areas or during intense graphical sequences. Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition. Horizon Zero Dawn transports you to a post-apocalyptic world where robotic creatures roam the land and humanity has reverted to tribal societies. You play as Aloy, a young hunter with a mysterious past, as she tackles a journey to uncover her origins and the secrets behind the fall of the ancient civilization. The game is all about open-world exploration, combat, and terrific storytelling. You'll engage in battles with various robotic beasts using a combination of ranged weapons, traps, and melee attacks, while also solving puzzles and completing quests that deepen the lore of this richly crafted world. Playing Horizon Zero Dawn on the Steam Deck really sets an example to the handheld's power. The game runs impressively at 30 to 40 FPS on medium to high settings, demonstrating the deck's capability to handle graphically demanding titles. The visuals are stunning with detailed environments, realistic lighting, and fluid animations that make the world feel alive, even on a smaller screen. You can also take advantage of the gyroscopic, aiming for more precise shots, which is particularly useful against the game's more agile robotic enemies. While the game can be a bit demanding on the battery, adjusting the settings to medium can help balance performance and battery life, ensuring you get a smooth experience without too many compromises. In short, Horizon Zero Dawn not only runs well on the Steam Deck, but also showcases what this handheld can do, providing a console-quality experience that you can take anywhere.
Are you a calm and reasonable person?
God of War. God of War follows the epic journey of Kratos and his son Atreus as they navigate the harsh, mythical realms of Norse mythology. After the death of Kratos' wife, the duo venture on a quest to fulfill her final wish of spreading her ashes at the highest peak in all realms. The gameplay combines brutal, satisfying combat with deep storytelling and exploration. You'll face fierce enemies and massive bosses using Kratos' signature Leviathan axe and a host of other weapons and abilities. The relationship between Kratos and Atreus adds a rich emotional layer to the adventure. Playing God of War on the Steam Deck is an incredible experience, highlighting the handheld's power. The game runs smoothly at around 30 FPS on medium to high settings, which is impressive for such a graphically demanding title. The visuals are breathtaking with detailed environments, lifelike character models, and stunning effects that bring the world to life. For the best performance, it's recommended to tweak a few settings. Lowering the shadows and turning off motion blur can help maintain a stable frame rate during intense battles. The game also utilizes the Steam Deck's built-in controls effectively, providing a responsive and immersive gameplay experience. Overall, this game on the Steam Deck not only proves the device's power, but also highlights how well major AAA titles can be optimized for portable gaming. If you're looking for a way to experience one of the best games in recent years on the go, the Steam Deck won't disappoint. Elden Ring? Elden Ring plunges you into a richly crafted world filled with mysterious stories, enemies, and combat. The plot revolves around your character, a Tarnished, who must restore the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord. Gameplay-wise, it's a seamless blend of exploration and combat with vast open-world areas, intricate dungeons, and brutal bosses that demand precision and strategy. The familiar yet refined mechanics of dodging, parrying, and casting spells will keep you on your toes, making every encounter a thrilling test of skill. Playing Elden Ring on the Steam Deck is a revelation. Despite the challenges of porting such a demanding game to a handheld, Valve's new device handles it impressively well. On high settings, the game runs at around 35 to 40 FPS, dipping occasionally to 25 to 30 FPS during intense scenes with heavy particle effects or when new areas load. These frame drops are more noticeable in places with a lot of activity, but they don't significantly detract from the overall experience. To get the best performance, I recommend enabling the latest stable version of Proton and adjusting the settings to medium-high to balance visuals and smooth gameplay. The Steam Deck's controls are intuitive and responsive, making it easy to perform the dexterous moves Elden Ring requires. However, the handheld's weight can make extended play sessions feel a bit clunky, especially during frantic combat sequences. Graphically, the smaller text can be a bit challenging to read, but the immersive experience more than makes up for it. Despite some initial hiccups and occasional frame drops, playing Elden Ring on the Steam Deck showcases the true potential of this portable powerhouse. Forza Horizon 5. Forza Horizon 5, the latest entry in the acclaimed racing series, offers an expansive and visually stunning representation of Mexico. Players can explore varied terrains and breathtaking scenery while racing in a massive roster of cars, each with distinct handling and a plethora of upgrade options. The game combines exhilarating arcade-style racing with deep simulation elements, making it a joy for both casual players and hardcore racing enthusiasts. Despite not being officially Steam Deck verified, the game runs remarkably well with settings close to the Xbox One version. At 720p resolution with Fidelity FX Super resolution, Forza Horizon 5 maintains a solid 30 FPS on high settings, featuring ultra textures and environment geometry. For those looking for smoother performance, setting everything to low allows the game to hit 60 FPS, though you might encounter occasional stuttering. The Steam Deck handles Forza Horizon 5's rich graphics impressively. The detailed cars, dynamic weather effects, and vibrant landscapes look stunning on the handheld screen. However, since the game doesn't support the Steam Deck's 16:10 aspect ratio, it runs natively at 720p with FSR, which still delivers a sharp and immersive visual experience. For the best performance, I recommend playing at low settings if you prioritize a consistent 60 FPS. If you prefer better visuals, high settings provide a beautiful and stable experience at 30 FPS. Load times are notably faster than the Xbox One thanks to the Steam Deck's SSD, although they lag behind the Xbox Series consoles.
Good evening, New York. Time to bring the fear back.
Spider-Man Remastered. Spider-Man Remastered drops you into the iconic red and blue suit of Peter Parker swinging through the bustling streets of New York City. The game's plot follows our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man as he faces off against a host of villains to save the city from descending into chaos. The story is compelling, filled with emotional depth and humor, making it a joy for both Spider-Man fans and newcomers alike. The gameplay is a fantastic mix of web-slinging acrobatics, intense combat, and puzzle solving. Swinging through the skyscrapers of New York is exhilarating, and the combat system is smooth and dynamic, allowing you to combine Spidey's agility and strength in creative ways. The missions, both main and side, are well-crafted, often short enough to complete in quick sessions, which is perfect for on-the-go gaming with the Steam Deck. When I heard Spider-Man Remastered was coming to the Steam Deck, I couldn't wait to try it out. and it did not disappoint. The game looks fantastic on the handheld thanks to the latest patch, which optimizes performance and graphics. Although it might not match the visual fidelity of a high-end gaming PC or a PS5, it's incredibly impressive for a portable device. On the Steam Deck, Spider-Man Remastered runs smoothly at a stable 30 to 40 FPS, even in graphically demanding scenes. For the best experience, I recommend setting the resolution to 1280 by 800, disabling VSync and adjusting settings like texture quality to high, shadows to medium, and reflections to low. These tweaks help maintain a balance between performance and visual quality, ensuring an enjoyable gaming experience without significant frame drops. One of the highlights is the Steam Deck's seamless integration with your Steam library, allowing you to pick up where you left off on your PC and continue your adventure on the go. This cross-platform playability is a game changer, giving you the flexibility that traditional consoles like the PS5 can't match. Plus, you only need to buy the game once on Steam, making it a cost-effective choice.
Thanks, bud. Part of the job, Custis.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor. In Star Wars Jedi Survivor, you step into the boots of young Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, navigating the tumultuous galaxy 5 years after the events of Fallen Order. The Empire's grip tightens, and Cal, alongside a cast of memorable characters like Jedi Master Seri Junda and the ever-loyal droid BD-1, continues his fight against the Imperial forces while seeking a safe haven. The narrative is rich with lore, emotional depth, and the high stakes we've come to expect from the Star Wars saga. Jedi Survivor retains the core mechanics that made its predecessor a hit, while introducing new elements to keep the action fresh. Cal now wields 5 different lightsaber stances, including the new Kylo Ren-style crossguard and a blaster combo stance. The Force Slow ability has been revamped into a powerful ultimate move, allowing for cinematic battles where the world around Cal grinds to a halt. The game also expands on customization, offering more options for Cal's appearance and lightsaber colors, making each playthrough unique. Exploration has been significantly enhanced with larger, more detailed maps and the addition of fast travel points, making traversing the expansive environments more enjoyable. The central hub of Koboh serves as a recurring home base, evolving with new pathways and secrets as you progress. Sure, the game has its hassles on the Steam Deck, but for optimal performance, I recommend setting the resolution to 1280 by 800 and adjusting the graphics to a mix of medium and high settings to ensure a visually stunning experience without significant frame drops and with a little bit of compromise, of course. This game is just too darn good to not be included in our list today, and with constant patches and updates, the issues players had earlier are getting resolved more than ever. During gameplay, the Steam Deck now maintains a solid 30 to 40 FPS, even in intense combat scenarios. This consistency allows for an immersive experience as you wield your lightsaber and use the Force against the Empire. Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal is a 2020 first-person shooter developed by ID Software, and as the sequel to Doom 2016, it thrusts players back into the boots of the Doomslayer on a mission to end Hell's invasion of Earth. The story picks up sometime after the events of the 2016 game, with the Doomslayer battling demonic forces and the alien Khan Maker, who plans to exterminate humanity. The game is renowned for its push-forward combat style, encouraging aggressive play to acquire health, ammo, and armor. Players wield an arsenal of devastating weapons, including the combat shotgun, super shotgun, and BFG 9000, along with melee weapons like the Crucible Blade and Doom Blade. Doom Eternal also features new movement mechanics, such as wall climbing and dash moves, enhancing both combat and navigation. The game's campaign is complemented by multiplayer modes like Battle Mode and Horde Mode, offering diverse gameplay experiences. Playing Doom Eternal on the Steam Deck is a blast, showcasing the handheld's robust capabilities. Despite the game's demanding nature, the Steam Deck handles it remarkably well. delivering a high-octane experience that stays true to the game's fast-paced roots. By tweaking settings, you can achieve a satisfying performance. I found that a mix of medium and high settings works best, allowing the game to run at a stable 30 to 40 FPS. For those who crave smoother gameplay, lowering settings further can push the frame rate closer to 60 FPS, although this comes with some visual compromises. The Steam Deck's gyro controls also add an extra layer of precision, enhancing the gameplay experience. One of the standout features is the destructible demons system, which looks great even on the smaller screen. As you battle, enemies' bodies progressively deteriorate, providing a visceral and satisfying visual feedback. The game's soundtrack, a driving force of heavy metal, sounds fantastic through the Steam Deck speakers or a good pair of headphones. Whether you're ripping and tearing through hordes of demons or exploring the game's sprawling levels, Doom Eternal on the Steam Deck is a thrilling experience that showcases what this portable powerhouse can truly do. The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt is a timeless RPG classic that continues to captivate players with its rich story and one-of-a-kind gameplay. Set in the vast open world of the continent, you play as Geralt of Rivia, a monster hunter on a quest to find his adopted daughter while navigating a web of political intrigue and facing countless enemies. Whether it's your first or fifth time venturing into this world, The Witcher 3 delivers an engaging experience filled with memorable characters, intricate plot lines, and stunning environments. Playing The Witcher 3 on the Steam Deck is an absolute treat, proving that even expansive RPGs can shine on a portable device. Verified by Valve, the game runs smoothly with impressive performance and responsive controls right out of the box. After several updates, The Witcher 3 can maintain a steady 60 FPS at global low settings with FSR 2 set to quality. For those looking to balance performance and visual fidelity, setting the global presets to medium and disabling motion blur, chromatic aberration, and depth of field is the way to go. This configuration allows the game to run between high 30s to low 50s FPS, offering a visually pleasing experience without significant performance drops. Graphically, while the Steam Deck may not match the high-end PC experience, The Witcher 3 still looks fantastic on the handheld screen. The detailed landscapes, character models, and atmospheric lighting are all faithfully rendered, providing an immersive experience on the go. For a more stable view, and to conserve battery life, you can cap the frame rate at 30 FPS, though the minor frame drops at higher settings are generally not distracting. Overall, The Witcher 3 on the Steam Deck showcases the device's power, making it easy to dive into Geralt's world anywhere you go.
Entertainment for you. The entertainment. Without further ado, the gallant knight protects the Princess Faye.
Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 Remake, much like the recent remakes of Resident Evil 2 and 3, is a mix of reimagining and faithful recreation. The game follows Leon S. Kennedy on a mission to rescue the president's daughter, Ashley Graham, from a mysterious cult. The gameplay combines intense action, survival horror elements, and strategic resource management. Capcom has done a phenomenal job updating the visuals and mechanics while preserving the core essence of the original. Whether you're navigating creepy villages, battling grotesque enemies, or solving intricate puzzles, the game keeps you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. Resident Evil 4 Remake shines on the Steam Deck, demonstrating the handheld's impressive capabilities. The game isn't officially verified by Valve yet, but it runs beautifully and is marked as playable. Minor issues like occasional non-Steam Deck icons or mouse/keyboard prompts don't detract from the experience. On the Steam Deck, the game performs well at 30 or 40 FPS targets, with some drops in busier areas. For optimal performance, the default preset is a great starting point, but tweaking a few settings can enhance your experience. Disabling lens distortion and enabling gyro controls in the Steam Deck settings make a noticeable difference. The gyro controls are especially useful for precise aiming and should have been an official feature, similar to the PS5 version. Visually, Resident Evil 4 Remake is a treat on the Steam Deck. The detailed environments, atmospheric lighting, and character models look fantastic on the handheld's screen. The game's performance has improved with updates, maintaining good image quality and stable frame rates. While the DualSense features make the PS5 version my favorite, the Steam Deck offers a portable and highly enjoyable experience. The game plays smoothly, looks great, and offers the same thrilling experience as its console counterparts. Whether you're a longtime fan or a newcomer, Resident Evil 4 Remake is a fantastic addition to your Steam Deck library.
I got you!
Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection. When Sony began porting its major exclusives to PC with Horizon Zero Dawn, I wondered how long it would take for a recent Naughty Dog release to come to Steam. With Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection, Sony brought two of its most successful PS4 games to PS5 earlier in the year, and that collection has now made its way to PC platforms. If you've never played a game in the series before, and none of them barring this collection are even on PC, the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection includes Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and Uncharted The Lost Legacy, together with visual enhancements over the original PS4 releases. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End follows Nathan Drake as he is pulled out of retirement by his presumed dead brother Sam for one last adventure to uncover the secrets of the lost pirate colony of Libertalia. The game blends intense action sequences, platforming, and puzzle solving, wrapped in a gripping narrative with cinematic storytelling. The Lost Legacy shifts the focus to Chloe Fraser and Nadine Ross on a quest to find the Tusk of Ganesh in India, maintaining the series' hallmark of thrilling set pieces and rich character interactions. Both games are packed with breathtaking visuals, engaging gameplay, and memorable moments that define the Uncharted series. Despite initial skepticism about how the game's stunning visuals would translate to the Steam Deck, both Uncharted 4 and The Lost Legacy look fantastic while maintaining a steady 30 to 40 FPS. The games support the Steam Deck's 16:10 aspect ratio, ensuring an immersive experience. For the best performance, using the medium preset and capping the frame rate to 40 FPS through the Steam Deck's limiter is recommended. This setup delivers smooth gameplay with only minor frame drops. If you prioritize visual fidelity, the high preset with shadows turned down can achieve a stable 30 FPS. For those willing to compromise on image quality for better performance, utilizing FSR settings is advisable. Nonetheless, the ability to enjoy these iconic adventures on the go highlights the Steam Deck's impressive capabilities. Ghostrunner 2. The first Ghostrunner game did extremely well in creating a gorgeous cyberpunk world with a fast-paced gameplay loop that kept me coming back for more. I love that each enemy needed only one hit and how you would traverse the world. Even though it went by so fast, it didn't feel overwhelming and had just the right amount of challenge involved. So, with Ghostrunner 2, I was hoping for the same feeling as the original, and I am happy to say that not only did I get that, I got a more refined experience that kept me invested. Set 1 year after the events of the first game, you must take on a violent AI cult threatening humanity's future. Armed with your katana, you slice through enemies, wall run, slide, and grind through levels with even more refined and accessible controls. The world is vibrant, detailed, and beautiful, making every mission feel like an action-packed thrill ride. Ghostrunner 2 introduces new game modes including a roguelike mode, interactive environmental objects, and a revamped progression system that encourages exploration of the non-linear levels. These additions and the game's tight combat and movement mechanics create a more engaging experience than the original. Playing Ghostrunner 2 on the Steam Deck requires some compromises, but it's mostly a solid experience. To achieve a playable 30 FPS, I set FSR to performance and turned down some settings to low. The game still looks good despite the lower settings, but there are slowdowns during cutscenes and in more open areas. Interestingly, the DirectX 12 version ran a bit better, although slowdowns were still present. In more confined spaces, the frame rate can climb to 40 FPS, but in larger, more complex areas, it often dips below 40 FPS without caps. While the lower frame rate can feel odd initially, the game maintains a stable 30 FPS enough to be enjoyable. The Steam Deck supports 16:10 resolutions, avoiding black bars, and fully supports controllers and cloud saves, enhancing the overall experience. Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World is a beloved action RPG where players take on the role of a hunter tasked with tracking and slaying ferocious monsters in a lush, dynamic ecosystem. Set in a vivid and expansive world, you'll explore diverse biomes, gather resources, and craft powerful gear from your hunts. The gameplay emphasizes strategic combat, with each monster presenting unique challenges that require different tactics and equipment. Whether you're tackling solo hunts or joining friends for epic multiplayer battles, Monster Hunter World delivers a deeply satisfying and engaging experience. Verified by Valve, the game runs impressively well on the Steam Deck. On global low settings, it maintains a stable 45 to 60 FPS, making for a smooth hunting experience. If you prefer a better balance between visuals and performance, setting it to medium can still deliver a good experience. Although you might see frame rates drop to around the mid-50s, especially during intense combat scenarios. For those looking to push the visuals further, high settings are an option, but be prepared for frame rates to hover around 30 FPS, with potential drops during demanding moments. To optimize performance and battery life, it's best to play with the TDP slider set to 8 when not plugged in. However, due to the game's demanding nature, keeping the deck plugged in is recommended to avoid heating issues and extend playtime. Monster Hunter World does have some text readability issues on the Steam Deck screen, with UI elements sometimes appearing too small. Despite these minor setbacks, the game's overall performance on the handheld is excellent. The Steam Deck supports 16:10 resolutions, avoiding black bars and ensuring a more immersive experience. The controls are intuitive and fully integrated, making hunting feel natural and responsive. Death Stranding. In Death Stranding, you step into the shoes of Sam Porter Bridges, a delivery man navigating a post-apocalyptic America to reconnect cities and rebuild society. The game is all about stealth and open-world exploration, with various missions to complete as you deliver packages and fend off enemies in this third-person adventure. Directed by Hideo Kojima, the game boasts his signature storytelling and world-building. While the plot can be somewhat complex, it offers a fantastic experience, further enhanced in the director's cut with new items, expanded combat, more customization, new missions, and structures. Playing on the Steam Deck is a mixed bag. Initially, the game holds a steady 30 FPS with XESS enabled, drawing around 17 watt. However, as gameplay intensifies, performance issues become apparent. I experienced crashes about 3 to 4 times, each in different settings and locations. Turning off frame caps slightly improved stability but significantly increased power drain, making it less feasible for long sessions without being plugged in. The power draw remains high regardless of graphics settings. Even with everything set to the lowest and FSR 1.0 at performance mode, the power consumption barely improved. Forcing resolution changes through Steam did little to reduce battery drain or temperatures, indicating that the game is inherently demanding on the Steam Deck. Interestingly, rolling back to a pre-XSS update version of the game showed better performance. Using older files, the game maintained frame rates more effectively at 30 FPS, with lower battery consumption. In more intense scenes like riding vehicles in the rain or encountering BTs, the game managed better with FSR set to quality and video memory settings adjusted. This older version provided a more stable experience, particularly in late game scenarios. Stray. Stray is a charming puzzle-adventure game that lets you live out your feline fantasies. You play as a ginger tabby cat separated from its family and dropped into a massive underground city filled with quirky robots. Your goal is to unravel the mystery behind the disappearance of mankind while navigating through platforming challenges and engaging in cat-like antics like knocking over coffee mugs and scratching up furniture. The game combines exploration and context-sensitive actions, creating an immersive experience despite some limitations in the jumping controls. Playing Stray on the Steam Deck is a delightful experience. Verified by Valve, the game runs smoothly, but tweaking the settings can enhance performance. Setting the resolution scale to 80%, capping the frame rate at 45 FPS, and turning VSync on ensures a stable gameplay experience. Additionally, turning off motion blur and sharpness while setting effects, shadows, textures, and mesh to medium provides a good balance between visual quality and performance. Despite being played on a smaller screen compared to a desktop PC, Stray looks fantastic on the Steam Deck. The detailed environments and adorable animations shine through, making the exploration of the robot-populated Undercity thoroughly engaging. The game maintains a stable frame rate, ensuring smooth and responsive gameplay. One of the standout features of playing Stray on the Steam Deck is its portability. You can enjoy this intriguing adventure and its melancholic yet hopeful story wherever you go. While it doesn't hit 60 FPS, the performance is more than adequate for an enjoyable experience. Whether you're a fan of cats or love exploring unique worlds, Stray is a must-play on the Steam Deck, delivering a delightful blend of charm and mystery.
Cloud! Quickly! Barrett!
Give me a break!
Jesse! Barrett!
Where you been?
Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade has finally landed on Steam after a period of exclusivity on the Epic Games Store. Intergrade combines both the base game and the Yuffie starring episode intermission DLC, offering a complete experience of the opening chapter in the trilogy. The game follows Cloud and his allies as they navigate the complex dystopian world of Midgar, battling the evil Shinra Corporation and uncovering deep, personal stories along the way. With the next installments, Final Fantasy VII, Rebirth, and a final unnamed chapter set to release in the coming years, this remake revitalizes the beloved classic with modern graphics, updated gameplay mechanics, and expanded story elements. The game launches at the deck's default 1280 by 800 resolution, which is playable but slightly blurry with rough textures. Adjusting the resolution to 1600 by 900 strikes a balance between visual quality and performance, avoiding excessive strain on the hardware. While you might be tempted to push it to 1920 by 1080, this can cause crashes, so it's best avoided. I found the sweet spot for settings to be capping the frame rate at 60 FPS to align with the screen's refresh rate, maintaining a solid 50 to 60 FPS at 1280 by 800 and around 45 to 50 FPS at 1600 by 900. During intense battles and cluttered areas, the frame rate might drop to 35 to 40 FPS. But the game remains fluid and enjoyable. Setting in-game brightness to 0 and the deck's brightness to maximum helps mitigate the dark visuals of Midgar, though you may need to tweak this occasionally. Battery life is another consideration. On lower settings, you can expect around 2 hours of gameplay on a full charge, dropping to about 1 hour and 40 minutes at the higher resolutions. The deck gets quite loud during play, so headphones are recommended for the best audio experience. If you prioritize gameplay and portability over the highest graphics settings, the Steam Deck version is more than sufficient to scratch that action RPG itch.
Leave this to me. So the noble shinobi stands in our way.
If your master is taken, bring him back at any cost.
What is this?
Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Ever since the original Demon's Souls came out in 2009, I've been hooked on the Souls franchise. It started off as a replacement for Monster Hunter, but 15 years later, Souls-like has become an actual genre. Of all the Soulsborne games, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice stands out as a unique gem, offering a distinct yet familiar from software experience. Revisiting Sekiro while waiting for the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC for Elden Ring, I found it to still hold its ground, with some aspects even surpassing Elden Ring. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice transports you to a beautifully rendered 16th century feudal Japan where you play as a shinobi known as the Wolf. In service of Lord Kuro, the divine heir, Wolf embarks on a mission to rescue his master from the clutches of the ambitious swordmaster Genichiro Ashina. The narrative is tightly woven, with Wolf's resurrection power linking story and gameplay seamlessly. The game's world is rich with lore unfolding through hints and texts, providing a deep, immersive experience. Unlike previous Souls titles, Sekiro focuses on swordplay and posture mechanics. Instead of depleting health, you aim to break the enemy's posture to deliver a death blow. The Wolf's agility, enhanced by a grappling hook, allows for dynamic movement through the environment. Stealth elements add another layer to the gameplay, enabling silent takedowns. The game is challenging, requiring precision and mastery, but it's incredibly rewarding. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice performs excellently on the Steam Deck, showcasing the handheld's power. By default, all settings are on high, and the game maintains a steady 50 to 60 FPS, delivering smooth gameplay. Visually, Sekiro looks stunning, with detailed environments and character models, although some areas might appear bland compared to other From Software titles. For the best experience on the Steam Deck, I recommend setting the resolution to 1280 by 800, which helps maintain a consistent frame rate. The game handles well with the Steam Deck's controls, though the smaller screen can make some UI elements a bit harder to read. Adjusting the brightness settings can help with visibility, especially in darker areas of the game. From its rich world building and unique combat mechanics to its solid performance on the go, Sekiro provides an experience that is both immersive and demanding. Batman Arkham Knight. Released in 2015, Batman Arkham Knight didn't receive the welcome Rocksteady expected. Following the smashing success of Arkham City, it was almost assumed that Arkham Knight would be equally celebrated. While it achieved financial success and reviewed well, it's often considered the weakest of the trilogy. Revisiting Arkham Knight almost a decade later, especially on the Steam Deck, provides a fresh perspective on this misunderstood gem. In Batman Arkham Knight, the story unfolds over one intense night as Scarecrow takes control of Gotham City, uniting various villains and causing chaos. Batman, grappling with his own fears and hallucinations, must restore order with the help of his allies including Alfred, Lucius Fox, and the Batmobile. The Batmobile, a new addition, is both an armored car and tank, adding dynamic gameplay elements. Batman faces a strong lineup of villains with Scarecrow as the main antagonist and the mysterious Arkham Knight by his side. Iconic characters like Harley Quinn, Penguin, Two-Face, and the ever-present Joker, who appears as a hallucination, provide a rich narrative experience. The game excels in combining compelling storylines with engaging gameplay, making every mission a thrilling experience. Verified by Steam, the game runs smoothly at the deck's native resolution with high settings. Outdoors, the frame rate hovers between 45 to 60 FPS, maintaining near 60 FPS indoors. The Batmobile sections, with their chaotic and fast-paced action, see the frame rate dip to 40 to 45 FPS, occasionally dropping to the mid-30s during intense scenes. For the best experience, keeping the frame rate capped at 60 FPS is recommended, as the game often stays close to this target. Disabling motion blur and chromatic aberration can improve visual clarity, though these effects are surprisingly well implemented in this game. Despite being several years old, Arkham Knight's art direction and graphics remain stunning, showcasing Gotham City's atmospheric, rain-soaked streets beautifully. The Steam Deck handles the game's demanding graphics and intricate details, from Batman's meticulously designed suit to the vibrant neon lights reflecting off wet surfaces. The game's performance is smooth, offering a seamless gaming experience on the go. Revisit this misunderstood classic and enjoy being the Dark Knight anywhere you go.
Traitors, you didn't say you were working for Ader.
I don't work for Ader, I work for myself.
Here we're all infected.
Are you scared of him?
Most people are.
Dying Light 2 Stay Human. Dying Light 2 Stay Human is now Steam Deck verified, sharing Techland's announcement. While the game was playable on the Steam Deck before, this verification ensures it runs smoothly without needing extensive tweaking. To celebrate, Dying Light 2 Stay Human is on sale for half its price, making it an attractive pick for new players. Dying Light 2 Stay Human continues the series' tradition of combining parkour and survival horror. Set in a post-apocalyptic world, you play as Aiden Caldwell, who navigates a sprawling urban environment filled with zombies and hostile humans. The game's open-world design encourages exploration and offers a dynamic day-night cycle that impacts gameplay, with the night bringing more dangerous enemies. On the Steam Deck, Dying Light 2 runs impressively well, taking full advantage of the device's capabilities. The game maintains a stable frame rate, typically hovering between 45 to 60 FPS on medium settings. This ensures smooth gameplay while preserving visual fidelity. The Steam Deck's controls handle the game's fast-paced parkour and combat mechanics with ease, providing an immersive experience whether you're running across rooftops or battling zombies. While the game's dark and moody aesthetic can make some scenes challenging to see, adjusting the in-game brightness settings can help. Battery life is decent, but for longer sessions, it's best to play while plugged in.
Just came by to see if there's something I can help you with. I'm retired.
My psychotic best friend shows up out of nowhere.
Nobody tells me what I want!
The torch.
Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5, one of the most legendary games ever made, is still rocking hard with its massive open world and gripping storyline. Developed by Rockstar North and released way back in 2013, GTA 5 takes us on a wild ride with 3 unforgettable characters: Michael DeSanta, a retired bank robber; Franklin Clinton, a street-smart gangster; and Trevor Phillips, an unhinged lunatic. Together, they tackle heists, crime, and government corruption in the fictional state of San Andreas. Here's an in-depth manual on how to tweak the game to achieve the best performance. First, set the resolution to 1280 by 800 and the refresh rate to 90 Hz. Disabling in-game VSync and enabling FXAA ensures smooth visuals. Adjusting the graphics settings further enhances the experience, including very high texture quality, high shadow and shader quality, and normal settings for reflection, grass, water, and particle quality. Reflection MSAA can be set to 2x, while ambient occlusion and post-FX are kept at normal levels. Texture filtering should be set to 8x and anti-aliasing to FXAA, with tessellation also at normal. To maintain performance, distance scaling and population density should be reduced to 0, while population variety is maxed out at 100. Enabling long shadows and disabling extended shadows and distance scaling helps balance the visual fidelity and performance. These settings ensure a smooth gameplay experience with frame rates consistently between 45 to 60 FPS. The game looks nearly as good as on consoles, with vibrant cityscapes and detailed character models. The Steam Deck's OLED screen enhances the visual appeal, delivering rich colors and deep blacks, making Los Santos come alive. However, this graphical fidelity comes with a trade-off in battery life. Running GTA 5 with these settings, the Steam Deck lasts about 2 hours and 30 minutes on a full charge. For longer gaming sessions, it's best to keep the device plugged in. No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is a game developed by Hello Games, is an action-adventure survival game that takes you on an interstellar journey across an infinite, procedurally generated universe. Released across multiple platforms since 2016, the game has grown significantly through numerous updates, adding more depth to its core pillars: exploration, survival, combat, and trading. Players begin their adventure as a traveler on a random planet equipped with a multi-tool and a survival exosuit. The goal is to explore the vast cosmos, gather resources, upgrade equipment, and unravel the mystery of the Atlas. Each planet you visit is unique, boasting distinct ecosystems, alien species, and varied landscapes. Coming to the gameplay, the procedural generation system ensures that every planet and life form you encounter is unique, keeping the experience fresh. The game's progression is tied to exploration and discovery, rewarding players with credits and upgrades for documenting flora and fauna or trading with aliens. It also includes a robust crafting system, allowing players to create advanced technology, build massive bases, and manage space fleets. To optimize performance, setting the game to run at native resolution with a 90% render scale and adjusting graphics settings to a mix of medium and high can achieve a stable 30 FPS. Shadows and volumetric effects are best kept on lower settings to reduce battery drain, which typically hovers around 15 watt. Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon marks From Software's triumphant return to mech combat, a genre they had left dormant for years. The game places you in the pilot seat of a customizable mech known as an Armored Core, tasked with completing various missions for powerful corporations vying for control over the planet Rubicon. The gameplay is a delightful mix of explosive combat, strategic mech customization, and an interesting storyline. You can equip your mech with a variety of weapons and parts, tailoring your approach to different combat scenarios. The thrill of assembling your perfect war machine and unleashing it on the battlefield is a key highlight, making every encounter feel unique and satisfying. Although the game is rated as playable rather than verified on the Steam Deck, it still offers a highly enjoyable experience. One reason for the playable status is the small text size in menus and the occasional finickiness with custom control settings. However, once you set the game to use From Software's official Steam Deck controls, these issues become manageable. The performance of Armored Core 6 on the Steam Deck is robust, typically delivering a stable 30 FPS. For those willing to tweak settings, it's possible to push the framerate to around 40 FPS most of the time. Setting the resolution to the deck's max of 1280 by 800 ensures optimal visuals, though some may prefer a lower resolution for a more consistent framerate. The graphics settings that provide the best balance of performance and visual quality include medium texture quality, high anti-aliasing, medium shadow quality, and medium effects quality, with ray tracing naturally turned off.
Gotta ask you something. What does it matter if everyone else is dead?
Days Gone. In Days Gone, you step into the boots of Deacon St. John, a drifter and bounty hunter navigating a post-apocalyptic world ravaged by a global pandemic. Set in the Pacific Northwest, the game combines open-world exploration with intense combat as Deacon fights to survive against both infected creatures known as Freakers and hostile human factions. The storyline is rich with emotional depth, focusing on Deacon's quest to find his lost wife while dealing with the harsh realities of a world gone mad. The gameplay seamlessly blends motorcycle travel, crafting, and combat as you traverse the beautifully rendered but dangerous wilderness. Playing Days Gone on the Steam Deck is a fantastic demonstration of the handheld's power and versatility. The game runs impressively well straight out of the box without the need for tweaking the Proton version. To optimize performance and ensure a smooth experience, adjusting the settings is key. By increasing the UMA frame buffer size to 4G in the BIOS and using Cryo Utility's recommended settings, you can achieve more stable performance. For the best balance between visual fidelity and performance, set the game to mostly medium settings. This allows Days Gone to run beautifully at a stable 40 frames per second, providing graphics fidelity comparable to the PlayStation 4 version, but with a smoother framerate. Key in-game settings include a render scale of 100, medium quality preset, and high texture filter quality. Disabling chromatic aberration and motion blur helps maintain clarity during intense scenes. If you prefer a higher framerate, the Steam Deck can push the game to 50 to 60 FPS in less demanding areas, though the framerate might occasionally dip into the 40s. Adjusting the Steam Deck performance menu settings to a refresh rate of 40 Hz and framerate limit of 40 ensures a consistent experience. For those who prioritize visual quality over frame rate, increasing the in-game settings to high will provide a stunning experience at a stable 30 FPS akin to the PS4 Pro level. Settings like high lighting quality, high geometry quality, and high foliage draw distance enhance the visual immersion without significantly impacting performance. Overall, Days Gone on the Steam Deck showcases the handheld's capability to handle graphically demanding games with impressive performance.
Well. No. There's another.
Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. The game is perfect for fans of stealth and action. You take on the role of an elite operative on a mission to uncover and dismantle a shadowy organization. With a compelling storyline, you'll navigate through various environments using stealth, strategy, and your array of gadgets to complete objectives. The gameplay offers a mix of sneaky infiltrations and intense combat scenarios, keeping you on your toes. The game's mechanics reward careful planning and tactical execution, making every mission feel like a fresh challenge. It's all about staying hidden, striking at the right moment, and escaping without a trace. This game truly shines on the Steam Deck. Running smoothly at a consistent 60 FPS, it brings every detail to life on the deck's vibrant screen. The textures are crisp, and the lighting effects are stunning, immersing you in its world. You can tweak the settings for an even better experience, but even on default, it's impressive. The Steam Deck handles the game effortlessly, proving its capability to run high-quality games without a hitch. For optimal performance, setting the resolution to 800p and enabling V-Sync can help maintain that smooth framerate. The handheld's controls are responsive and intuitive, making stealth maneuvers and quick actions feel natural. Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 is an exhilarating PvE shooter that's all the rage right now. It thrusts players into chaotic battles against foes such as automatons and terminids. Players assume the role of elite soldiers known as Helldivers, who must work together to complete missions, survive ambushes, and exterminate alien threats across various planets. The gameplay involves a mix of shooting, tactical maneuvers, and utilizing an array of advanced weaponry and equipment. Helldivers 2 is lauded for its deep cooperative elements requiring teamwork and communication to succeed in its increasingly difficult missions. Playing Helldivers 2 on the Steam Deck is a fantastic showcase of the handheld's capabilities. Despite its compact size, the Steam Deck delivers a powerful gaming experience, allowing players to enjoy Helldivers 2 without being tethered to a console or PC. The game runs remarkably well on the deck, with minimal tweaking required to optimize performance. The default settings for Helldivers 2 are sufficient for most scenarios. However, as players progress and encounter more enemies on screen, some adjustments can help maintain smooth gameplay. Setting the resolution to 1280 by 800 and using a render scale of ultra quality ensures that the game looks fantastic. Limiting the frame rate to 30 FPS provides a stable experience, while bumping it up to 40 FPS is possible with some sacrifices in visual quality. Key settings include keeping motion blur subjective, turning off depth of field, setting bloom on, and adjusting sharpness to 0.50. Texture quality should be set to medium, object detail quality to high, and render distance to low. Shadow particle, reflection, space, and terrain qualities should all be set to low to maintain performance. Ambient occlusion can remain on for visual depth, but screen space effects should be turned off. These settings balance visual fidelity and performance, providing a stable 30 FPS experience that can be pushed to 40 FPS with compromises. Despite this, the portable experience is well worth the minor inconvenience, offering a comfortable and immersive way to enjoy one of the best-looking titles available on the deck. The Steam Deck proves once again that it can handle graphically demanding games. Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6 marks the triumphant return of the legendary 2D fighting series, delivering an experience that feels both nostalgic and fresh. With a roster of 18 fighters, including beloved classics like Ryu and Chun-Li and some exciting new redesigns, The game promises thrilling battles and a robust single-player mode. The new RE engine brings cinematic specials and a stunning graphical style that elevates the game while staying true to its roots. The main gameplay modes include the World Tour, where players create avatars, explore open areas, and engage in fights to level up and customize their fighting styles. Battle Hub is the multiplayer mode offering head-to-head combat across different servers, while Fighting Ground hosts traditional game modes such as training, special battles, online matches, and the classic arcade mode. The game runs smoothly for the most part, but it does face challenges, especially in the World Tour mode. In this mode, the overworld and seamless transitions into fights cause the frame rate to dip to around 40 to 45 FPS, making battles feel sluggish even on the lowest settings. Despite this, the rest of the game modes run impressively well, maintaining a stable 60 FPS with the right settings. This configuration ensures a solid 60 FPS with a TDP limit of 12, though removing the limit might be better for online play to keep performance smooth. In this setup, battery drain typically hovers around 21 watt during online matches and 17 watt to 18 watt in Fighting Grounds. For a more battery-efficient setup, the lowest quality preset works best. This allows you to keep the internal resolution at the highest while maintaining a TDP limit of 9, ensuring the game runs at 60 FPS with a reduced battery drain of 17 watt in Battle Hub and 14 watt to 15 watt in Fighting Grounds. This approach balances performance and battery life, making it the preferred option for extended play sessions on the go. Dead by Daylight? Dead by Daylight is a thrilling 4v1 horror game where teamwork and strategy are essential. Players can choose to be one of the 4 survivors or the lone killer. As a survivor, your objective is to repair generators to power the exit gates and escape the map, all while evading the killer. You can attack the killer, but you can use your wits to run, hide, and create obstacles. The killer, on the other hand, has a first-person view and unique abilities tailored to hunt down and capture the survivors. Each match is a heart-pounding game of cat and mouse, where every decision can mean the difference between life and death. Dead by Daylight has recently been made playable on the Steam Deck despite initially being unsupported due to anti-cheat issues. Thanks to a recent update, you can now enjoy this intense horror experience on the go by forcing the Proton 8.0 to 2 compatibility layer. Starting off, I was keen to see how the game performed on the highest settings. Impressively, Dead by Daylight managed a stable 40 FPS on ultra graphics with 100% render resolution. For those looking to balance visual fidelity with performance, I found that a medium quality setting with the render resolution set to 80 provided a smooth 45 FPS while keeping the TDP limit at 8. This setup ensures a good balance between battery life and graphical quality, making it ideal for longer play sessions. For those prioritizing visual quality, the game looks stunning on ultra settings with 100% resolution scaling, maintaining a stable 40 FPS at a TDP limit of 12. However, this setup is best when the Steam Deck is plugged in due to the higher battery drain, reaching around 20 watt. If you're aiming for the smoothest possible gameplay, pushing the frame rate to 60 FPS is achievable with the recommended build and a TDP limit of 11. Though again, this is best suited for when the deck is plugged in, as it drains about 19 watt.
Itself. So where is it, huh? This institute. How do I get there?
Fallout 4. And lastly, we have Fallout 4, which thrusts players into a post-apocalyptic world set in the year 2287, 10 years after the events of Fallout 3. You play as the sole survivor of Vault 111, who awakens from a cryogenic sleep to find their spouse murdered and their infant son kidnapped. The main plot revolves around exploring the devastated Commonwealth, seeking out your missing child, and unraveling a web of complex storylines and factions. Gameplay-wise, Fallout 4 offers a rich open-world experience with an emphasis on exploration, combat, and role-playing. Players can customize their character with a deep skill tree and a plethora of perks that shape your abilities and playstyle. Combat is both real-time and strategic, with the VATS targeting system allowing for precise shots. Crafting and settlement building are also major components, letting you scavenge for materials and create your own bases. The game's numerous side quests, characters, and expansive lore make for a highly vast experience. Recently verified on the Steam Deck, Fallout 4 now runs more seamlessly than ever, thanks to Bethesda's next-gen update. This update not only squashed many bugs, but also enhanced visual elements, making the game more engaging. Upon booting up Fallout 4 on the Steam Deck, the first noticeable improvement is the lighting. Bethesda has done a remarkable job with the sun rays and shadow effects, which look stunning on the Steam Deck screen. For instance, standing under a beam of light in Far Harbor, your character's skin and gear reflect the sunlight realistically, showcasing the game's enhanced graphics. Running the game at its highest settings, Fallout 4 maintains a stable 60 FPS, which is quite a feat for the Steam Deck. There are occasional dips to around 50 FPS during intense combat, but these are minor and don't detract from the overall smooth experience. The Steam Deck handles the game's resolution beautifully, though minor pixelation can occur when characters are at a distance, but it's not significant enough to break immersion. In terms of performance, the Steam Deck's GPU usage fluctuates between 55% to 65% during exploration and spikes to the high 80s during combat. This indicates that while the device is pushed hard, it's not overtaxing the system, ensuring longevity and consistent performance. The CPU usage remains comfortably around 35%, peaking occasionally at 45%, which means there's little risk of crashes or overheating. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the Fallout series, the Steam Deck offers a portable way to dive back into the wasteland with all the enhancements that make Fallout 4 a standout title. In conclusion, the Steam Deck has proven to be a powerhouse in the realm of handheld gaming, capable of delivering stunning visuals and smooth performance across a variety of graphically demanding titles. Our exploration of the top 30 graphically superior games highlights the impressive capabilities of Valve's mini PC. From expansive open-world adventures like Fallout 4 and No Man's Sky to intense fast-paced experiences like Armored Core 6 and Street Fighter 6, the Steam Deck handles them all with remarkable ease. Each game on this list showcases how the Steam Deck balances visual fidelity and performance, often requiring minimal tweaks to provide an optimal gaming experience. Whether it's the atmospheric lighting in Fallout 4 or the seamless combat in Street Fighter 6, the Steam Deck's versatility ensures that players can enjoy high-quality graphics and gameplay on the go. Moreover, the consistent updates and optimizations from developers, as seen with Fallout 4's next-gen update, further enhance the Steam Deck's capabilities, making it a worthy competitor to traditional consoles and gaming PCs. This handheld device not only makes it possible to play these graphically intense games anywhere, but also does so without significant compromises in performance or visual quality. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment down below letting us know your thoughts, and of course, subscribe to our channel for more awesome content like this. See you in the next one.